So welcome back guys. Today I'm going to be looking at the TWSBI ECO. This is one of the most beginner friendly fountain pens and it's one of the best examples of a demonstrator fountain pen. I'll be doing a bit of a change up from my usual video format. I'm going to go straight into a writing demonstration and then I'll be showing you the different features of the pen. So I believe this is a Chinese brand and it is super beginner friendly. I've got this paired up with Harmonious Green from Waterman. It's actually one of the first inks I got. I don't know why I've paired this up in green, because initially when I purchased this pen I thought that the black cap would basically come in of navy blue, and for some reason I thought it would complement very well with the green color. Lo and behold, I purchased the pen, picked it up, and it's a black color. Not a problem at all. Maybe I'm a bit colorblind, but first impressions really, it's a relatively smooth writer. You know, I love the nib. I've never had this skip on me, to be honest. You get a little bit of feedback, but overall I find that the writing experience is quite enjoyable. The ink flow is really good with this TWSBI in particular. I mean, for a pen that's worth £30 or relatively the same ballpark range in dollars, can't really go wrong. Reverse writing, it's just one of the pens that straight off the bat I've never had any issues with demonstrating or doing any kind of reverse writing. A little bit of skipping, but you can get some decent ink flow with this pen. I guess the appeal for this pen is quite obvious. It's got a huge capacity for ink storage. I mean, I had this filled up in a 50 ml Waterman bottle, and it just sucked half of it right out. It's a piston filler. Obviously I'd like to show that, but you know, very nice sturdy end of barrel here with the piston. There's just a lot you can do with this pen, and I think that the appeal for this is the price point of it all really, and the fact that it can be filled in with virtually anything. You can make a demonstrator pen whatever you want it to be based off the color of the barrel and the cap. Well, the barrel's going to be a demonstrator anyways. It's just a really nice pen to see the mechanism of a piston filler. I think you can literally see the inner workings of it right here, and you know, just filling it up is quite an interesting experience as well. I like the cap. It's got a nice hexagonal design. You got a lovely red TWSBI logo on the finial here. This looks quite edgy. Oh dear me, needs to focus that. It looks quite edgy. It kind of gives me Mortal Kombat vibes. I don't know if anyone played the game, but you know, if anyone's come across the Link Way, it kind of gives me these kind of weird ninja vibes, but pretty cool design, very simplistic. I'm not a big fan of the clip, to be honest. I mean, I'm not going to fault the design of it. It does the job. It's a great pen to use for work. I mean, certainly a cool pen to take to school or college. It will certainly catch people's attention. It's not too stiff either, but again, I'd be quite careful pulling it too hard. There's a bit of feedback there. You can see in the center banding TWSBI logo etched onto it, and on the back, Eco, made in China. I'm guessing that the barrel is made out of plastic. You know, nice and straightforward design. I love the nib. It has the TWSBI logo etched onto it. It's a single tone, you know, but very simple, gets the job done. I like the little embroidery around here as well, gives it a little bit of a different vibe and design. It's not lazily done. And what I like about this is you can literally see the feed as well inside. So I think one of the best things about this pen is that for a beginner trying to get into fountain pens, this is definitely a huge plus, huge recommendation for someone trying to get into fountain pens. You can see the inner workings of a fountain pen. It's quite straightforward. I guess you can get that in any demonstrator, in all honesty. Let's see how many turns it takes to uncap. 1, 2, literally 1 turn of the cap, and voila, job done. It posts phenomenally well. I'm just going to keep showing some writing demonstrations. Again, super wet nib. I really feel like this is a very fun, very good performer. It won't let you down. One of the things that I find quite amazing about this pen, and I find it quite strange, that I will leave this lying around months on end, and I have never had the ink dry on me at all. Never. I've last wrote with this pen about 2 months ago, and decided, getting a bit bored of it, to be honest, and decided, you know what, I just want to review this today because I'm going to put it back in my currently inked selection. That will come back next week in another video. But I'm very surprised. It just seems to be such a dependable pen. It never dries. The ink flow is always a positive. I've never really had any concerns or troubles with this pen. There was a point where I thought that there was a bit of leak from under the section here. Like I say, nice plastic section as well. But yeah, I'm actually very surprised with how well this pen has been built, how dependable it is. I mean, I guess where I plan to go with demonstrators, that they're not necessarily my thing, if I'll be honest with you. I do tend to prefer pens with a very interesting, gaudy design, but this is a very nice mid-weight pen. And again, writing it with the pen, posted, there's not a lot of back weight at all. Not much back weight. In all honesty, it feels like a very, very enjoyable pen to write with. I like the grip that it has, if I'll be honest with you, and it makes writing so seamless and effortless. I don't really know why I've neglected this pen, in the sense that it's not really one that I lean towards a lot, and I think that's probably because it's a very, very simple, basic design. It's not trying to copy anyone. It's not trying to be a Chinese branded pen that's trying to pay homage or pretend to be something that it's not. It's a very unique design on its own front, and it speaks volume because this is a very well, highly sold pen in the fountain pen market, and there's a incredibly good reason for it, because it's super dependable. It won't let you down. I would recommend anyone watching this video, if you're collecting fountain pen, at least have one of these, because they perform so well. So this will definitely go back in my currently inked selection. So, I just wonder, one of the troubles I might have with this is trying to clean it out. And I think that just goes with any demonstrator in general. The cleaning process can be a bit of a frustration. But I'm just thinking, the way I plan to go about with TWSBI's really is, it might be worth getting a few of them in different colored barrels and sections, and then filling it up with different colored inks, maybe with a sheen, because it in itself is an artwork, to be honest. You can basically see that harmonious green. If I can get that to focus a bit better, very unique, interesting take on pens. Anyways, like and subscribe. That's just been a very quick whistle stop tour of one of the most dependable showstopper type pens that we have for a very, very good price. Definitely worth it. Do like and subscribe. Thank you.